All right, guys. So, just got off a plane like 3 hours ago. We got the snowboarding stuff in the back.
Oh, yeah.
And where are we driving to?
Vermont, guys. We're going to snowboard. We flew from Florida to Pennsylvania. Now we're driving 6 hours to Vermont. So,
Yeah.
it's been a long day, but we've been eating clean, prioritizing our health.
Yeah.
We've only had black coffee, steak, and potatoes. Didn't settle for any cheap bullshit. But yeah, guys, it's been a long day so far.
Yeah, and I think the biggest, I think what we don't take for granted sometimes is how important your health is on a daily basis to just enjoy life. Like, we're going snowboarding. We're going to go for, 3 days straight. We're going to snowboard for 12 hours a day. Maybe a little less, I don't know. But remember, there's people out there who can't even snowboard.
Most people.
Yeah, most people probably can't snowboard because they're fat. Most people don't walk 10,000 steps every single day. Most people can't go to the gym and lift, do one pull-up. It's so important to care about your health because it makes life so enjoyable. Imagine if you were the best version of yourself, shredded, healthy, and everything is going good. Guess what? You enjoy life more. It's the biggest thing that you have to do is focus on your health. This is why we talk about health over everything else. We could talk about business. We could talk about relationship with God. I mean, that kind of goes hand in hand with health. You can talk about your relationship with your girlfriend and all this stuff. But the cornerstone of everything in life has to be your health. Because if you don't make it a cornerstone of your life, everything else is going to start to fall apart.
Yeah, and I was talking to my mom the other day, and she said my grandpa died 10 years ago today, yesterday or 2 days ago. And I was thinking about when he died, and he was 74, which isn't even that old, I would say. But I remember when he died, he had dementia. He couldn't remember shit. He had a cane. He was bent over. He was cooked. And it was because he smoked 2 packs of cigarettes every day. He drank on the weekends. He ate lots of seed oils. He would eat lots of tasty cakes and cookies and desserts. And he wasn't even that fat, but he was just unhealthy, and his brain got fried from, just smoking all the time and doing all these terrible things. It's you could fuck around now when you're 20, 30, and, you can act like you're invincible because you can recover way faster, you're younger, but you're just speeding up your aging. Because when you're 70, you could either be skiing, walking, going on bike rides, hitting the gym, taking your shirt off, or you could be at the, nursing home with a cane with dementia with someone putting you in a fucking diaper. It's you guys think this is a joke, but I don't want to be in a fucking diaper with a cane when I'm 70. I want to be 80, 90, healthy, feeling great, looking great, because time is your most valuable asset, and people just act like, time doesn't matter.
And the biggest thing is you got to start now. You got to lock in now. There's no time to waste. Thanksgiving's coming up. Christmas is coming up, depending on, when you're watching this video, most likely be before then. But a lot of people, they just like to dick around these times.
In 1 mile, take a slight right.
They just like to dick around, Oh my gosh, let's go eat the stuffing. Let's eat the pumpkin pie. Let's eat all this stuff, I'm going to lock in January 1st. It's you're already lost with that mindset. You got to understand right now that if you don't take action right now, you're probably not going to down the road. And that's what, we talk to people on calls all the time, I got to think about it and stuff like this. It's bro, that mindset is where you're at. That mindset is the direct reason why you're at the spot that you're at right now. And a lot of people, they'll wait till they're 35, 40, 50 to lock in their health. It's bro, you're making it 10 times harder on yourself.
Yeah.
You genuinely are. I tell my dad every single day, bro, you shouldn't be drinking. There's no reason to be drinking. You're doing it every single day. And he keeps doing it every single day, but there's going to be a time where something hits him and he's going to be oh, I should stop drinking. But you never know if it's going to be too late. That's why you have to start now with locking in your health, because not only are you doing it for the benefit of yourself, you're doing it for the benefit of others, but your life is genuinely going to improve.
Yeah. And I also think it all comes down to where you find your pleasure from. Because I've said this before, but you can literally change your mind to...
You're clear.
You can literally change your mind to love different things. So why do you choose to love alcohol, cigarettes, sweets, seed oils, watching football? We're going to ski or snowboard And we are producing just as much dopamine in our brain for something productive, where we're being active, we're exercising, we're being fit, versus you guys just find pleasure from watching Netflix and fucking beating off. It's like, you need to be changing your dopamine sources to things that will make you better, healthy hobbies, healthy habits, versus just like unhealthy things, because you're gonna end up like the average American who's a fat ass, who's depressed, who's anxiety. It's like, you can literally change it, but you actually have to actively try.
Yeah, and I think what people don't understand is like, the best your dopamine is gonna be is when you're as healthy as possible.
Yes.
Because the healthy things is what activates the dopamine. But if you're unhealthy, those unhealthy things activate the dopamine, and then when you're in that, your body wants to be in a healthy state. When your body's trying to go back to that healthy state, you're not as high on that dopamine. So you just get caught in that loop of being unhealthy, being unhealthy, being unhealthy. You know, there's a saying that I like to say all the time, like, if a tire's flat, you're gonna fill up the flat tire. You're not gonna fill up the tires that are already full. And a lot of you guys, you know, maybe you're doing good in your career. Maybe you have a loving wife. You know, you have kids. You have a good relationship with God, but you're missing your health. And a lot of people think, okay, I'm gonna go to church more. I'm gonna pray more. I'm gonna spend more time with my family and stuff. It's like, bro, what's gonna make your life 10 times better is literally focusing on your health. 100%. You're filling up the empty tire. And a lot of you guys just neglect that. So many people neglect that. I mean, we're walking around the airport and every single person we see is like, oh my gosh, that person would benefit from our program. Why? Because everyone's unhealthy.
Yeah.
You know, we woke up this morning, we drank a coconut, right? We went to the airport. Then we had a black coffee with some butter. We fasted on the airplane with just, you know, the coconut water, black coffee. And then we waited, after getting off the plane, another 2 hours to eat steak and potatoes. No one else is doing that because no one else has the discipline. No one else actually cares about their health good enough. And people are like, oh, bro, that's miserable. Like, you don't have any freedom and stuff. It's like, my freedom is from feeling good every single hour of the day. Not many people have that freedom experience to feel good every single hour of the day. A lot of people have low libido. A lot of people have low energy. They have brain fog and all this stuff. We never have that because it's all derived from your health and your lifestyle. And it's the best commitment that you can make, because when you start to level up your health and your lifestyle, everything starts to improve.
Yeah, and it doesn't make sense for you to wait till you have bad health to lock in. It doesn't make any sense because, you know, people don't understand that you could actually prevent the bad shit from happening. Sorry about that. You could just prevent it from happening, and you could just be healthy and feel great and be shredded way longer. It's like, oh yeah, I need to lock in once I'm there. It's like, no, you should do it to prevent it from happening. And most people just wait till their doctor says, oh, you have to go on this pill, or oh, you have to lose this amount of fat, otherwise you're gonna have a heart attack. It's like, why the fuck are you waiting? And what better hobbies do you have? Like, does watching football make your life better? Does sports betting make your life better? Does golf make your life better? No. You're just doing these pointless ass things, and you're letting your health go, and it makes no fucking sense. It's like low IQ. It's like your body's your only asset. Once you die, all of your bullshit hobbies don't matter. So why are you not making your health a top hobby? The gym's fun. Getting jack's fun. Getting all the benefits from being jacked is fun. So why the fuck do you care about golf and watching sports when any average fucking loser can do that?
Yeah, and you said it like, oh, you know, when you die, all those things are going to go away anyways. And I think a lot of people have that mentality of, oh, you're going to die anyways. Why not drink that beer? Why not, you know, have that snack and stuff? It's like, yeah, I want to make the most out of the time that I'm alive and on this earth. So I want to feel the best as much as humanly possible.
Yeah.
So if you want to feel the best as much as humanly possible, you would lock in your diet every single day. And
it's going to allow you to make the most impact. If you're living long, you know, like Jesus' disciples, like they committed their whole lives to helping others. It's like, if you're dying 10 years sooner, you could have had an extra 10 years to help people. I don't fucking know.
No, we're good. Keep going straight.
You know, like if you live 10 years longer, that's 10 more years where you could be helping people, working a job, making an impact, versus like, oh yeah, I don't care when I die, I'm gonna die anyway. It's like, bro, you should be maxing out your time to help other people and have a purpose. People who don't care about their health, honestly, just don't have a purpose in life. If you had a purpose, you know, like having a family, raising your kids, seeing your grandkids get older, seeing your great-grandkids, then you'd be dialing in your health. But the people that are like fucking losers with no family, no wife, oh, I don't give a fuck. It's like, you're just being selfish, and you're not really giving your life to Christ or other people in general, which is just not not a good thing, and you're not going to get rewarded in the afterlife.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good statement too. Like, you know, you have to have a purpose, because I think a lot of people, like, I feel like a lot of people, they don't even meet like their great grandpa or, you know, great grandma.
Yeah.
Why? Because their health gets just so chalked late in life that it's going to be very rare. But those are moments that, you know, the biggest thing that you're living on earth for is memories. That's all it is at the end of the day, is memories and experiences. That's the whole reason that you should be living for. And those are memories. You know, when you have grandkids, or, you know, you're an uncle and all this stuff, you want to have the best memories and the best experiences, and those best memories and those best experiences are going to be experienced when your health is the best. You know, I talk to clients all the time, like, bro, I feel so much better. Like, I never would have thought I felt this way. And that's the power of just locking in your lifestyle and your diet. It's the power. You have to be doing that.
Yeah, I mean, it's common sense. Like, would you rather live 10 years of your life when you're feel like a 20-year-old, or when you feel like an 80-year-old? It's like, you would obviously choose feeling like a 20-year-old, so then you could literally just do that way fucking longer if you just locked in. But it's like, people are like, I talked to this one guy who didn't join the program. He was like 350 pounds. And he was like, oh, I don't even want to get in shape. He was like, I know I should, but I don't even want to. He's like, I'm happy with my life. I'm happy playing video games, even though I know I'm never going to get a wife, never get real friends. I'm just happy playing video games. I'm like, bro, like, you don't have a purpose. He's like, oh yeah, I know, but I just do my job and make money. That's all I do. It's like, you know, do you think you're going to go to heaven that way?
That's just like, yeah, that's just worshiping the devil at that point.
Yeah.
Like, you're stuck in a simulation of like other simulations. Like, oh, I'm going to play video games. I'm going to eat bullshit. He's probably, you know, jerking off. It's just like, at that point, you're just worshiping the devil. Like, you know, God put us on this earth to recreate, you know, spread your seed and, you know, cherish your last name and help other people along the way. And that's just like doing the opposite of, you know, what he put you on this earth.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't believe in any sort of God or power, that's a different story. But I mean, every animal's meant to reproduce, and if you're a fat ass and you're skinny fat and you're low test, you're just decreasing your chances of being able to reproduce. And if you can reproduce, it's probably with a lower quality woman, where you have a higher chance of getting divorced because you're a weak man. You're probably getting through promiscuous woman anyway. So,
yeah, I mean, that's a whole nother topic. We can go into divorce.
Yeah.
We can go into divorce, and, you know, divorces happen because men are unhealthy.
Oh.
It's as simple as that. Like, you know, what, 50 years ago, divorces were like maybe like 10%, maybe a little less, because men were way healthier. Men were more masculine. But now, men don't care about their health. They don't care about their lifestyle. Every dude is drinking on a Friday night. Every dude is drinking on a Saturday night instead of improving themselves. And the truth is, your girl doesn't want to see you, you know, wasting your life away. And that's what will make her dry. That's what will make her not want to be with you anymore. Like, she doesn't want to get with you when you want to. It's like, bro, you're fucking fat.
Yeah, it's like guys chase after like the low quality woman at the bars. Like, it's just a lose-lose. If you just worked on yourself and stayed in, you would get jacked, you would get high value, and then you just attract a girl who doesn't even go to the bars. Because the girls who don't go to the bars are more high value in the first place. But I feel like that's pretty simple to me, but I feel like a lot of people don't see that. I see guys like chasing after pussy, hooking up with like sluts.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
I had a guy ask me in the DMs earlier today. He was like, bro, I just broke up with my girl. Like, what should I do? I said, well, you should focus on yourself. But I said, you should have been doing that to begin with. It's like, oh, don't wait for your girlfriend to break up with you for you to be like, oh my gosh, I gotta start leveling up my life to get revenge. It's like, bro, that's why she left you in the first place. You weren't leveling up your life. You were sitting there being complacent. If you invested $10,000 in a stock and over the past 2 years, it hasn't moved an inch and it's still worth $10,000, you're gonna pull it out and put it in something else with a more risk. But guess what? You're probably gonna actually get a return. Yeah. You know, your girl has invested several hours, which you could consider currency, several amount of attention, but you haven't changed your life. You're the same person. And for most cases, most guys have gotten backwards. You know, they've gotten fatter.
Yeah, they get complacent.
You know, their chest has gone down.
Yep. They start simping.
Yeah, all this stuff, and it's like, it's not rocket science at the end of the day.
I mean, a lot of weak guys, when they hang out with their girlfriend more, they become more low test and more feminine, and then they become weak and they become fatter, and then the girl gets dry. It's like, that's why you need to be a leader, and if you're high test, you're gonna be a leader. But if you're low test, you're gonna get bitched by your girl. You're gonna go out to fast food when she wants to. You're gonna have a cheap meal when she asks you to. You're gonna stay in and watch a movie instead of going to the fucking gym when she asks you, and that's why you become fat. That's why you become lazy, and then she leaves you. I've seen that with so many guys. I've had like a bunch of my clients have that happen. Oh yeah, I was with my girl, and then she broke up with me because I got fat and complacent. It's like, bro, you need to be a leader, and real men who are high testosterone leaders. That's how it's always been. In all societies, throughout all time, the man has been the leader. There was no divorce, and now that women are leaders, now that men are being fucking little beta pussy cucks, now that's when the divorce rate's going up, believe it or not. So you have to, even if you're not high test right now, you have to fake it till you make it and try your hardest, because if you don't, you're never going to be able to break out of the cycle of being low test. Once you're stuck being low test, it is hard to get out because you have a low test mindset, and then you have to take massive action, which is really uncomfortable. That's what it comes down to. You have to
it's
be
like
uncomfortable
call it
and
the
break
low
it out.
test cycle.
Yeah, you have to break out of the low test cycle.
Yeah.
1000%.
Yeah, but I mean, it's getting dark. You can probably cut the video. But yeah, guys, that's why you have to prioritize your health. That's why you got to prioritize living the optimal lifestyle, because you can do things like this. We're going to ski right now. We're going to have an amazing 3 days. It's going to be good because we're healthy and we're living the right lifestyle. And even on, occasions like this, we're still not eating bullshit. We're still not falling off. This is a lifestyle change. One time a guy in LA Fitness said it's not a lifestyle change, it's life. That's what you gotta understand. It's part of your life. If you're trying to make it a lifestyle for a temporary amount of time, or you're just trying to make these small tweaks, it's never gonna happen. But when you make health part of your life will completely change. But hope you guys enjoyed. Comment what videos you want us to talk about next. If you guys are looking for one-on-one coaching, you guys can book a call with us in the link in the description. But that's pretty much it for this video. Like and subscribe if you guys are new, and we will see you
in the next one.